defer, delegate, delete. I think they should teach that in kindergarten so that it becomes part of our system. Because I became queen of creative alibis that even
Mute Mary,
principal in
so
my
I've got a phone here
school,
and tell her what's going on
believe
with her
me.
screen.
I can hear somebody. Can you mute your mic, please? All right. So we are going to be listening, I use the word of the day, to 4 simple, doable, basic tips, tricks, and techniques. Can you please write it down because it's going to help you too. Number 1, do. You have to do. No matter what, you will get it done. Number 1 is do. Number 2 is defer. What do you want to do, but you can make it later or even laterer, which means later than later. Okay? What can you delegate? Because some people are just control freaks. They want to do everything. You have to delegate, and I'm going to show you why in real life talk shows. I had to learn to delegate painfully at first, but I just had to. And number 4 is, what should have been the obvious? Delete. I found out that I was wasting time on things that I shouldn't have been doing at all. And I saw a clause on the internet about 8 months ago. It said, you're not wasting time. You are wasting your life. Yes, that's right. When we do not manage our time, we are wasting our lives because we can always buy things, but we cannot buy time. So much so when people say, I watched Netflix all night last night and I just catch up with sleep and make up for it tonight. You can't make up because time moves on. Would you want to hear me share with you how and why I quickly learned on the spot how to manage time when I entered media and live entertainment? Hands up if you want. No hands up means you don't want. Oh, thank goodness. The answer is because with live shows, you don't get a second chance. You are just fired. And I was an amateur. I was a newbie. But sir, it's no. You want to be on the air or not, sir? Yeah. You see this? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's a karate chop, but it's true because when I did that and I was late for about 90 seconds. Can you imagine the music running for 90 seconds and you're trying to watch a show? It is irritating. And that's why listening is so important today. Are we listening to people's feelings? Really? Are we listening to what they value? Their time. So I found out that all these years that I was being spoiled by my parents, although my mom would yak, 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 but my dad would always hug me. I should have been gently persuaded to learn that being late was being disrespectful. I'm not blaming, but no one ever told me that. They just told me I was bad when I was late. But if someone told me I was being disrespectful, then I would have been ashamed of myself and I would have done something about it. Now, all of you, children, ball pen paper, what is something that you have to do every day? And I want to ask you, do you do it at exactly the same time every day? If it's the same thing every day anyway. Please turn on your mics. I like interactive. What is one thing you do every day and do you do it at exactly the same time every day?
Exercise.
Yeah. You know, I love Edward so much. He knows I'm 30 pounds overweight. You're going to be my personal coach. Tell ya. Yes. I have been using the tomorrow
Ding,
exercise.
ding, green.
Using the tomorrow exercise for the last 30 years. You see, my alibi was, hey, I'm only gaining 1 pound a year for 30 years. That's why, Edward, you're slim and I'm not. You're fit and I'm fit. Never mind. So what I should do is I would exercise and then do so much I would ache and not, you know how that works, right? So thank you, Edward. Exercise, do it the same time, not when I feel like it. Okay. What's the number 2 that you wrote a while ago? Defer, right?
Defer.
Yeah, I can't go to the gym because I ran into my friend and she said we're gonna go out and eat. No, I had to learn to eat after if I were to follow Edward. After, as a
Ding,
reward.
ding, yellow.
And then when I would say, but I have things to do, I would be forced to delegate it, and I did, to be able to finish things on time. And the best part, delete. Believe it or not, I was doing absolute nonsense for 30% of my days. Like, oh, let me check, you know how that goes. Let me check on the movie page. Let me look at the trailer during those days. Now let me look, who greeted me in Facebook? I saw many likes. Delete. Now that we're no longer spring chickens, what I learned on the spot when I was gonna get fired if I didn't shape up, I implemented in my life. And thank you that Edward is here. I learned, not in those words, but I learned this from research, what to do at the same time.
Ding, ding, red.
For the discipline, what to defer for later and laterer. What to delegate means I have to trust people and not think I'm the only one in the planet who can get it right. And how to delete the 30% of hogwash I was enjoying every day. Nonsense. I hope it works for you the way it worked for me. More.
Thank you